Welcome to Get to Know Glasgow, the podcast that tells you what you need to know about student life at the University of Glasgow, from those who know it best. I'm Alice, an international officer here at the uni, and in this series I'll be chatting to 2 undergraduate and 3 postgraduate students about their Glasgow journeys.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Yessi.
I'm Shounak.
And I'm Serena. In each episode, we'll be sharing our experiences
and giving you our top tips
on everything from student jobs and budgeting
to making new friends.
So you'll know what it's really like to be part of Team UofG.
Let's get started.
Hi everyone, welcome today to another episode. Today we have a really fun one for you, which will be really informative coming from our students, and it's how to make new friends at university, clubs, societies and sports. So I think this will be a really interesting one today. And Yessi, do you want to start off?
Oh, yeah. So, how do I actually make friends at the university? For me, I start with the Indonesian Society here in Glasgow because they have their own social media. They have PPI, it's Indonesian Society, Student Society in Glasgow. They also have one in the UK. And then you can just follow their Instagram, and then we can DM them, and then they will add us on a WhatsApp group so we can chat, connect, and find people with the same background there. And then they make so many events. Like the last one is Ragam Raya, which held in the University of Glasgow. We have a lot of Indonesian food, Indonesian festival, and many things. We also have a sports events. We also have hiking agenda together. We also go on vacation together, basically because sometimes living abroad means that we should speak English every day, and English is my second language, so it must be tiring sometimes. So with Indonesian Society, we can come back and speak Indonesian for a little bit time. And then I also download the my SRC application because it's super useful, and I can join international communities. Sometimes they organize fun stuff like going on holiday together, joining church service together, and even something random but cool like tea testing. And yeah, I really like it actually.
Certainly sounds like you're keeping busy, Yessi. There's so much going on that you've got going on at the moment.
Absolutely, there's so much to do in Glasgow University. There are about 300 clubs and societies, and honestly, I know many students who come from India, Pakistan, Indonesia, China, and they feel that how will I gel up with the community over here in Glasgow? And it's definitely quite easy if you explore all the 300 clubs and societies over here. They are mentioned in the SRC website. You can just browse through them. So I specifically am in gla.ac society, the walking society, and in terms of sports, I am in the Glasgow University Cricket Club as well. But the most popular ones over here are the Taylor Swift Society and the Harry Potter Society. And it's that's so cool to have, because you'll be watching on some other day a Harry Potter movie in the lecture theater where your professor showed molecular biology slides. So that's so cool. And they organize themed events. So Glasgow University, obviously being the Hogwartsy place, Hogwartsy University, you really enjoy meeting like-minded people, the ones who are Potterheads. So it's great to interact with them as well. And I personally also went to a hike to Dumgoyne with the walking society, and it was a really great experience because I needed a day off after a month full of work related to studies, assignments, and even lab work. And that particular hike just refreshed my mind, and it was so worth it because I got to meet a lot of people who were previously experienced with challenging hikes. And I personally was very scared at first sight because the Dumgoyne hike is pretty steep. It's about 70 to 80 degrees incline at the top, so it gets a bit challenging. But yeah, it was totally worth it because we covered about 15-20 kilometers that on that particular day, and we traveled through the bus, then came back through bus. So it was an entire day trip. So it's all about exploring the different clubs and societies. Additionally, I'd like to add my experience with the Glasgow University Cricket Club, where we recently won the championship as well for this particular season, the BUCS Cricket League. Our team consisted of players from Ireland, England, Afghanistan, India, and even Zimbabwe. So it felt as if I am playing a World 11 championship. So it was a really great experience, and I made a lot of friends. And after we won the particular tournament and our division, we also hosted a small party in the ground itself where we chatted a lot, had some funny banter, and it was just a lovely experience.
I hope you didn't do that climb, Shounak, and then go straight into playing cricket. You got to rest your legs a little bit, a little
Yeah, definitely.
bit.
No, I definitely say like I am a big advocate for women's rugby. That for me, I may start it late. I am third year. I did start it in my third year, but I would 100% recommend to anyone who's like into sports or even into societies, definitely check them out. For me, I didn't initially go into any sport. I had played rugby for maybe 7 years before taking a wee break, and then I was walking and it was Freshers Week because even though I'm third year, I love to go Freshers Week. Get the free little freebies, go and see the plants. I love it. I always meet people there that I go for coffee with. Like it's a great time. I walked past the stall and they looked to me and they're like, "Have you ever played rugby?" And I was like, "Unfortunately, yes, I have." And here I am, a year later. I'm on the committee, and I genuinely can say that I have met like my lifetime friends through this. We all went on a huge holiday to Alicante, 16 of us, which was crazy, great time. But wow! But seriously, it's been such an incredible like opportunity to meet loads of different kind of players. Like we've had loads of people coming over for just semesters or doing a year abroad over here. We've had loads of players from Ireland, America, just basically everywhere, and everyone is very easy to kind of create friends in that because you all have obviously one thing in common, you like rugby, but there's so many fun like opportunities for that, whether it's socials or sober socials. We had a bracelet making social, which was really nice. We also have varsity as well, which is one of the biggest events that goes on, and that was really fun to go and play that event and obviously see all my friends come down and then interact with rugby friends, and then your friend group gets even bigger because everyone's there to support people and see it, and it's just a great opportunity, especially with the new promotion coming, going into the North Prem, which is more like English teams and stuff like that. It means that new people coming in, they get to come into this new sense of like a strong friendship environment, and it was just honestly something I wish I'd done sooner. So if you're hesitating or if you think, oh, maybe I should do that, definitely do it. If you don't like it, that's so cool. There's so many other opportunities, but definitely try it if it's on your mind.
Yeah, definitely, Serena. And I'd like to add also upon the SRC app and the UofG Sport app, which offers various opportunities for students to get into activities, specifically the SRC Events app, where, as I previously mentioned, you get access to the mentioned clubs and societies. But apart from that, the university also arranges trips to Aberdeen. So this year, I guess they had arranged 2 trips. I didn't get a part to join a trip because the booking slots were already filled, and in the second one I had other commitments. But in order to make friends and explore other parts of Scotland, it's a great chance to meet new people as well. Like you'll get great exposure by signing into this kind of trips. Also in the UofG Sport app, when you take a gym membership, you have a range of activities like cycling. Then they have 45 minutes to 1 hour session of total body workout where you can call in your friends, or you can just join in the session and make connections over there, and you can even find your gym buddies. So in all, it's a good experience.
I agree with you, Shounak. Like in my SRC app, actually, like when I get stressed because of the, the course and anything, I just open the application and click like what's on. And then like they have like so many options, like what's happening today. They have the exact date, exact time, exact place. And I was like, just pop in sometimes. And then like I also experienced like a free yoga class, like 2 or 3 times. And actually, that's my first time. That was my first time doing yoga outside the building with a strong wind of Scotland. It's like, oh my god. And then like I subscribe to the UofG sport classes, and yeah, they offer many things, and I really enjoy the what I don't really know what is this, but we do that with a rope, something like that. I will try to look on it again. Sorry. It's like a sorry, so it's like it's like a cardiovascular, something like that. They have so many options, like sport that I have never experienced before. And I really love the sauna in a swimming pool in UofG gym. That's why I think, and you can know a lot of people because it's beginner friendly, and they sometimes just like if you can't swim, you can join the class, and yeah, we can learn together. And I like it because actually I can't swim at all.
It's good to have options for everyone, Yessi, and I'm sure that your core is much stronger having to put yoga poses up in the wind of Glasgow. But yeah, I think that's right. The kind of the camp at the gym that we have here on campus, there's lots of options in terms of that swimming pool. There's a gym, but there's also those kind of cardio classes. So I think there's over 350 classes a month that you can book on, and that's even another way to make friends. You might be part of your clubs and societies, but then you might start going to classes and then meeting people who go to the same classes as you. So that just keeps kind of broadening and widening your friendship group throughout your time.
It's absolutely like also in the de-stress events which are organized by the university. Those are another great places to make friends, and it's a great time to spend because after a stressful time of working on your assignments or dissertation, these kinds of events which are organized by the university come in handy. And recently they had a marathon, 5K or 10K run marathon arranged after the dissertation work got over for some of the students back in the month of May. And even I was a part of the de-stress event, and it was wonderful. I had 2 or 3 of my friends come along with me, and it was tiring though because it was a sunny day in Glasgow, which is a rare sight, but we definitely enjoyed it. And they also held de-stress sessions throughout the month of August, around when your dissertation is about to end, where you get goodie bags. I can't actually recollect what was there in the goodie bags, but yeah, it's a great opportunity as well.
Actually, I got that goodie bag. So they have like a pencil and then watercolor.
Yeah,
Actually,
the
it's like
pens.
oh my god, that's so
Yeah.
I'm
cute.
so
Like
jealous. I don't have
suddenly.
one.
They have it in GMS and also the library. Like sometimes like oh I got this one from GMS, got the other one from library, and they just give me two, and like oh I like it, okay, and it's like this stress is really helpful for me, and also I really like if you guys follow the event, they watch a movie together in the university in the middle of the night with a blanket, and also
Yeah.
say hi to alpaca. It's like a oh wow, like when I say hi to alpaca, we met like a lot of people who like animals. Also, when we watch like I think it's Taylor Swift, and also I think it's Taylor Swift song, and then like we watched together Taylor Swift song. It's so cold. It was freezing cold actually, and then like we just met and then we just hyped together singing like Taylor Swift, and I really like it because I know a lot of people who likes Taylor Swift. Well, I don't really I like her, but not that much, but then I met a lot of people who knows her, and we sing together, and it's like oh stress release and new connection. Really like it.
Absolutely. I think the Taylor Swift Society does all of the karaoke, and I think there's something cathartic about singing in a group when you're maybe feeling a bit stressed as well, a really great stress reliever.
During Freshers Week, they obviously have like the events, like the QMU and the GU have different events. I remember last year going to the ABBA event, and I swear I've never heard so many people in my life scream ABBA, and it was great. Like fantastic. Like I met so many people and I was like, this is great. Because ABBA's my go-to, like money, 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 give me is my go-to for any karaoke. Love it. And it was just so fun to meet people like that. I also feel like freshers, just in general, is such a, even if you're not a fresher, is a good like events to go to. QMU usually have free events, whereas I'm pretty sure the union, like the GU union, a lot of it is like wristband. But the events at both are so fun, like the fight night, which they have in obviously October or November and March. Such a good time. I've met so many people that I've never heard of in my life at these events, and now I'm like, oh, I see you every week. I also, for some reason, have a thing of whenever I go to get the plants of the freshers, because they never survive, by the way. They never survive longer than a week. I always meet someone and they're like, do you want me to help you carry those? I was like, yes, please. And then now I have about a list of maybe 50 people who I met for trying to carry plants home from freshers. And I think if you are maybe not too into the sports or not too into big social events, but you're like, it's Freshers Week, I want to get into it, definitely check out like those kind of events that the unions have on offer. And also like anything the uni offers, like the alpaca. That was great. I had exams during that time. I went, saw him, said hello, had a great time. It's genuinely something I would take advantage of because I loved it, and everyone I've ever met who has done these events says like they've met some of their lifelong best friends there. So definitely go ahead.
I think if you don't like animal or like music or like sport, you also have choice like go to the like religious association, because I went to the Glasgow University Christian Association every Monday, and they provide like snacks, food, even like during I think during March they have like a month full of like preparing food for others, and we can just like enjoy the food free, and we can we met a lot of people who try to know about religion, or like just want to explore or just want to say hi, and they mostly don't talk about like the religion. They mostly talk about like how to distress, and we just like connected with each other. I really enjoy it because like I always get the free food, so I don't need to cook dinner. I'm sorry, is it too much information?
No, that's a good tip, Yessi. Everyone's always looking to see if they can get away with not maybe making their meal that night. So that's a really good one. And I think that's right. It's like, people all have different interests. And I think looking at, like, Shounak, you mentioned how many kind of clubs and societies there are. There's those kind of more like, more towards your degree maybe as well, like law society, debate team, those types of ones. And as well as that, there's, dependent on if you're wanting to, as you were mentioning, Yessi, maybe connect with people from where you're from originally, where there's lots of societies kind of based on nationality as well. So there's the African Caribbean Society. So there's lots that you can get involved with out with just those kind of the sports, which often is quite the big one. But in terms of sports as well, I think it's important to mention, and Serena, you touched on it perfectly, was you could be playing a sport for a long time. It could be something that you're coming back to, or it's something that you maybe just try for the first time to see if you enjoy it. If you just want to have a good time, it doesn't need to be competitive, but it's a really good way to kind of learn something new and make friends along the way.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I know a lot of clubs offer social memberships. So that is where basically you don't feel the pressure to play in like games or matches, but you do like come to training and then you come to like the socials or any events we hold. I think more specifically, I know obviously for rugby, we have like a development membership, which is for people that are just initially coming into rugby or don't really want to commit to having to travel so far weekly for like matches and stuff, where you're brought in and you're kind of taught the basics, and then you actually still get to do matches and compete against people if that's something you're interested in. And then we obviously have the social membership, where it's you come in, you go to socials, you still come to training, have a run around. That's great if you're not particularly fond of the gym. I know a lot of people that I know aren't super like big gym goers, but they love to have a little run around because for that it's more fun for them than going to the gym, which is completely understandable because sometimes the gym is just not it. And then we obviously have like the other memberships, where it's the one for our ones team, where it is basically you can do like a semester or like the full year, and that covers like your your travel, your match tees, all that kind of stuff. So it's really great because there is so many avenues in so many different sports where it is kind of non-committal in a way. Like you can really commit yourself to it, but say you went to something and you're like, oh, this is really fun, but I don't really want to partake in any competitive matches. I just want to do recreational volleyball. That is an option for people to do, and I think it's great because a lot of the time people are just like, I want to have a fun run around, see friends, all that kind of stuff, and I think it's really good to offer that.
Yes, for sure. And I'd like to cover upon the cricket club, which is there at the University of Glasgow, because I for sure know, because there will be a lot of international students interested in joining the club. So they offer memberships in similar way, where you have two particular memberships which are available for a part semester and also for the entire year. So it's good for students who are here for study abroad and even for full-time students to join the society. And it's like a structured program. So basically, initially you'll have a tester session where you get to experience what the club offers. You'll get opportunity to bat in the nets, even bowl in the nets before joining the club, so that you get an idea of how it will be throughout the year. But from that, once the summer season sets in, you get to play in the ground, which is the Hamilton Crescent ground in the West of Scotland Cricket Club. So they have fielding sessions. Apart from that, also gym sessions, which are strength and conditioning sessions, which are held per week. So it like trains you to be a proper cricketer. And if you want to play at the competitive level, they have the first 11 team, even the second 11 team. And I personally enjoyed a lot playing with the first 11 team. They have 3 trial sessions for you to get into the team, and it was like competitive this year because, as I previously mentioned, there were players from different countries and they had like 3 rounds this year around. So it was challenging, but once you get in, you'll definitely enjoy. So make the most out of it, and I know that you'll definitely enjoy the cricket club.
Oh, wow. Can I add into that? Like in Indonesian society, like if if you are beginner like me, usually we have like a WhatsApp group. They have like a hiking, running, and also I don't know about cricket and rugby. Sorry, guys, but but we have hiking, running, and also walking, and also basketball, and also badminton. Yeah, badminton usually we use facilities from the UofG because the rent is very cheap. I think it's £2 for or £3 for an hour, and then like they do it like a once a week, and you can just pop in like. And then like for the basketball, we usually go to the Partick basketball field. I don't know, in near the Partick station. I went there like about like 3 or 4 times, and we play with the locals. So I play with a junior high school student. They are so They're taller than me, and it makes me scared a little bit actually. And then like they are very good, very professional, and in Indonesia and also play with the locals. So it makes us feel like Glasgow is home, because like we play with the local, we talk with the local, and I just happy doing that kind of thing, because I'm not really good at sport, but I can do it here. Yeah, yeah, I will come back more sporty, I think.
Come back from Scotland more sporty, Yessi.
Yes.
That's fantastic. I suppose something that we've not really kind of touched on yet is the kind of student media side of things at the university. Has anyone got any experience with the student media groups that we have here?
Yeah, definitely. So when I initially joined in my first year, I actually wrote an article for Gum, which is GU magazine. It's definitely one of the more kind of creative and kind of more freelance, I'd say, magazines. You kind of have a lot of personal creativity. You don't really get kind of, oh, this is a format and stuff like that. So I wrote an article for them, and I was like, oh, I really like this. And then I was saying this earlier, which is probably not with me, sometimes in first year in lectures, I would sit and I would go through the tab Glasgow, which is like a student media slash journalism page, and I would see what they're talking about. It would be people saying, oh, what I've overheard on campus, people with the best outfits, all the stuff. I'd be scrolling and I'm like, oh, look at all the student news. And I was like, this is something I'm interested in. So I actually applied and ended up becoming the features editor for my second year. And now 2 years later, I'm still there, but doing the social media, and it is something I would highly recommend. I have loads of friends who do the Gust or Subcity. My friend Vivian does a radio show on Subcity, and she absolutely loves it, because a lot of people who do take part in it have no interest in really societies or sport, and honestly I think they're so good as well. I've met so many people, whether it's writers, editors, that I've kept in contact with, that I meet weekly. It's just honestly great if you feel like you're more of a kind of written, or you enjoy writing like articles and news and things like that. It's also just really fun. Like I don't know why, but I feel like I'm like, oh, I'm a journalist. I'm like, oh, and it kind of helped me figure out what I wanted to do once I leave uni. That's something you're interested in. I just went in because I was interested in reading, and here I am. So I would highly recommend it if it's something that you're interested in.
Oh, Serena, that's so brilliant to hear. And I think it's good to, like, we've kind of covered so many different ways of like really good opportunities dependent on your interests of where you might kind of start to make friends and kind of build that community around you at the university. So I suppose we're just going to end now on just kind of final thoughts that you have, like advice that you'll give students for meeting new people and making friends at the university.
Don't forget to install my SRC. That's my final thought.
And I'd like to add that, yeah, making friends in the university, apart from clubs and societies, well, I have a story to tell where initially when we were in the fresher week and we had the induction sessions, we had classmates coming up. It was a big classroom where we had our induction. So it was difficult for some of the classmates to gel up with each other and share some thoughts. So as months progressed, even the coursework got a bit heavier. So after 2 or 3 months, even after 2 or 3 months, it was a bit difficult for classmates to like get to know each other. And I knew some friends who had no idea that, okay, XYZ person is their classmate. So I, as a class representative, then decided that we'll host a potluck along with my co-class representative, so that we get an opportunity to meet each other. Not in the uni, we specifically decided a place which was my friend's student accommodation, and we hosted a potluck over there, and it was such an amazing experience. And when someone brings in homemade biryani and some other person brings in dumplings, then you are bound to make friends. So I still remember that day. And after we had a potluck, we even watched a movie, after which and it was a rainy day, so we even planned to explore Glasgow Necropolis. So we were a bunch of 15 to 20 people going to Glasgow Necropolis at 11 p.m. in the night, and it was a scary experience, but definitely worth it.
Oh wow.
No, I definitely think my advice would be, when you go to freshers, walk around inside every part of the freshers fair, whether it's sports, societies, anything, and also go to refreshers, because I think a lot of people don't realize like you can miss things at freshers, and then like you're like, oh no, like that would be really fun. Go to refreshers, meet new people. If anything at all interests you, whether it's societies, media, like student media, or events, or even just maybe it's like a class class in Stevenson building, anything like that, just go for it, because there will be people there who are either just as nervous as you to meet new friends and you guys can kind of bond, or if you're not nervous and you're excited, then there's going to be people as well who are there like, yes, this is great. So just jump at every opportunity that you can.
We hope this episode has been useful. If you're interested in finding out more, you'll find the links you need in the show notes. And you can visit glasgow.ac.uk/get to know Glasgow. Thank you for listening, and bye for now.